Hi, I hope you're well. I thought of sharing with you something very interesting today quickly. In December, during holidays, I decided to have a tour which I called Tour de Southern Africa. So I was driving across Southern African countries. So from Malawi I went to Mozambique. So when it's in Mozambique, I passed through a town called Tete. Then on my way to a town called Chimoio, there's a certain stretch which was quite bad. It had a lot of potholes. And well, unfortunately, as I was getting to the same stretch, there was no warning whatsoever that there are potholes ahead. So what it is I was moving in a very high speed, then I just rammed into a very big pothole. In fact, that is not even a pothole. I think it was a ditch, really. Rammed into a ditch, almost lost control. But from that incident, I had a stretch of potholes. So after covering a distance, I found some youths who were patching up, potholes. So they would get sand from the nearby bushes, come through and patch up, just to make it easier for the motorists. So when I got there and I saw the youths do that, I was so moved. And I felt they needed to be appreciated. So I gave them some money, the money that I had, what currency is that? Met cash. I gave them met cash and I gave them some foodstuffs, just as a way of appreciating the efforts they were doing. I found it to be so humane. So after leaving that group of youths, after covering a distance, I met another group of youths, but unfortunately I had already spent the money that I had, so I didn't give them any money or food. But I told them to say, you see, I love what you're doing and this is extremely important, and I encouraged them to continue doing what they are doing. And I told them, see, these are the youths that you want, that would really, go out of their way to see how they can help society and contribute positively. But I was hurt and disheartened when I came across another set of youths when the sun was almost setting. Now, this group of youths, I found them and I found out that they were actually digging sand which had already passed the road. So they would get to that sand, dig it out, then take it out of the road. In short, they were creating potholes on the tarmac. Then I later discovered and learned that, you see, these guys, what they normally do is during the day, they get on the road, they start patching up the road, ensure that they are working, so that the motorists who are driving through can then appreciate them by giving them money and everything else. Then in the evening, they are the ones who are creating potholes. They remove sand and, make potholes so that they can have something to do the following day. That really made me feel so bad. And it taught me a couple of lessons, because in my heart, my thinking was, these youths care so much for the motorists. They care so much for the road users. They want to save lives. They are there to see and to service other people. Little did I know that they are the snakes that then get back and remove sand from the road and create potholes. Who, when a motorist is moving at night, they can easily ram in those potholes and possibly have an accident. So the people that I thought cared, they really didn't care. And this is something that I got to learn from that particular incident. You see, there are family and friends that we can sometimes bring close to what we do, close to our business, close to our place of work, close to what we are doing. When we bring these people close, we explain to them what we are doing and what we are trying to achieve. These same people turn around and get that business idea and decide to implement it and compete with you and possibly wish to knock you out of business. When in the actual sense, you didn't see that coming. You thought, these are people that care for you and you cared for them and you showed love to them. Then they turn around against you. Those are the people that seem like they are patching potholes when in the actual sense, they are the reason for the potholes. Haven't you noticed that you could have, a certain auntie, an auntie that you care so much for, and this auntie is so nice to you, and she gives you an impression that, this is the go-to person. As you explain, in the process, you become so comfortable, then you actually explain everything to her, even the challenges that you have. You see, if you are married, you explain your marital challenges with her. If you're not yet married, you actually explain relationship issues with her. If you're in business, you share with her, the challenges that you are facing in terms of debt and everything else. You share with this person because, you see, they have shown that they are there to patch up potholes in your life. And little do you get to realize that there's the same people, it is the same aunt that will go out and tell the whole family of your weaknesses and the challenges that you're facing. She seems to be patching up potholes in your life when in the actual sense, she's the one digging potholes and making your reputation so weak with the society. You see, there are people that you would worship with and you think, these are the men of God and these are the women of God, and they come through to support your business. They end up getting things on credit and your thinking is, these people are so caring and they're even supporting my business. Then when time comes for them to pay, they don't pay you. While knowing really that, you see, your business is solely dependent on the things that they have gotten, and they do not get to pay you back. Those are people that might seem to be patching up potholes when in the actual sense, they are the ones digging potholes. Sooner than later, you are out of business because of such people. Now, here's the thing for you, and here's the message for you. You see, there are people that we smile with, we laugh with, we hug, we chat. They seem to be so caring. But unfortunately, these are the people that go behind our backs and bite us like a snake in the night. I want you to be very careful with such people. Be careful with the people that seem to be patching up potholes. They are the ones that are ruining our lives. They are the ones that are ruining your life. Be careful with that. You see, 2020 is a very special year. In 2020, we should be unleashing greatness after imagining greatness. And it is for this reason that, you see, when I think of the 16th of July 2020 at Hero Stadium, I just imagine greatness. Anyway, be careful. Be careful of the people digging potholes in your life. This is the message from the radical entrepreneur, and the future is bright.